All right. Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody's doing amazing. Happy Friday. Good evening, everyone. Hmm. All right. So, the most requested topic this week was child support. Child support, child support, child support. Child support was the most requested topic. So, we're finna talk child support, right? What is child support? What is child support? Why are you paying child support? Why is it child support even on your credit? Like these are the things that we need to these are the things we need to get to the bottom of, right? Child support. Child support, child support, child support, child support, child support. So it's the most requested topic this week. So welcome to Fix Your Credit Fridays. I'm your host, Daraine Delevante. We will be going over Title 4D. Yep, child support, child support, child support. Yep, you heard me right. It was the most requested topic this week, child support. So, all right. So on Fix Your Credit Fridays today, we're going to talk about child support. What is child support? Well, child support is not what most of you think it is. Most of y'all think that child support is supporting the kids, giving baby mama some money, giving the kids some money. Well, that's not really what child support is. Child support is not. Got you laughing on the inside, brother. Good shit. Yep, right? Child support is not what most of you think it is. It's really not. So most of you believe that child support, that the purpose of child support is to support kids in need or needy family. That's not the case. Child support was not created for that. Can anyone tell me the reason why they think child support was created? For those of you that have something to say, what do you think the whole purpose of child support is for? Why do you think child support was created? Most people believe that it's for needy families or non-custodial parent not taking care of their kids, but that's not the reason why it was created. I want to hear your thoughts first. So before I go into the whole child support shebang, I want to hear what you guys think about child support. Why do you think child support was created? I'm deaf. I have no idea how to help you, bro. I really don't. Um, I hope your thing got caption on it. I see one credit guy in the building. Shout out to my guy, right? To repay the state, not necessarily the state, Mike. It's not the state. Child support wasn't created to repay the state. It is not the state. It was created to repay somebody, but it is not the state. It's not the state. It is definitely not the state. Child support was created to repay somebody. I'm going to tell you who it was not created to repay. It was not created to pay the baby mama. It was not created to pay the child. It was created to pay somebody, but definitely not the state. Definitely not the baby mama. Child support was not created for the baby mama. It was not created for the child. So if it was not created for the baby mama and it was not created for the child, who was child support created for? Who was child support created for? I'm gonna wait until y'all can give me the answer. Who was child support created for? Let's talk about it. Who was child support created for, ladies and gentlemen? Who was child support created for? The welfare office texts us the father. Let me see what else you guys got. You the goat. We don't know. Taxes, not necessarily taxes. Taxes is out of it. It's not taxes. Taxes is the government. All right, we're getting warmer. The welfare office, kinda, sorta. We're onto something. We're onto something. It's a reimbursement plan. Yep, we're getting warmer. Keep it going. You guys are figuring it out. Keep it going. To repay, so it's a reimbursement plan to repay the government. Yes, you are correct. So, for those of you who don't know, child support was created as a repayment plan, as a plan to repay and replenish the funds that are being given out by Title 4A. All right, Title 4A, for those of you who don't know, Title 4A is where dependent children and needy families get child support. This is where the support comes from, right? But the government needed a way. They needed some way, some form, some shape. They needed some way of recouping the money that it was giving away. So it created a separate program. Title 4A, the benefits that the baby mama get and the kid get comes from Title 4A. Okay? Title 4A, child support enforcement, was created for that reason. Child support was created for the needy child. Well, no, it was not. Who told you that? Dev, what's that? Dev HOC or Devok? Okay. So Devok, I'm here to tell you, my brother, that child support was not created for the needy family. It was not. When we talk about needy family, we talk about Title 4A. Title 4A supports needy families, not Title 4D. Child support is under Title 4D, not Title 4A. So thinking that child support was created for the child is not true. It's a lie that most people have been told. Child support was not created for the benefit of baby mama or your kid. It was not created for that purpose. All right? I thought it was Title 4D. No, Title 4D is child support. Child support is so Title 4D is the original creation. Child support is the rebranded marketed name. Okay? So when you hear child support, that's how they remarketed Title 4D and the purpose of it. It's a deceitful title. All right, come on, guys. Let's make the conversation spicy today. Not to argue against you, but I'm an expert. Tap me in. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I would love to hear this. Let's go. Let's go. We're not going to argue. We're just going to have a conversation. Talk to me. What's going on, brother?
Daraine, what's going on?
My guy, what's up? I heard you saying some child support stuff, so I wanted to hear your take on it.
Yes. So the original 1935 child support was created under the Social Security Act.
Mm-hmm.
In that creation, it was for the needy child. It's the Title 4D, which is the child support enforcement. That was to reimburse the government. So the original in 1935, you had to qualify as so mothers weren't allowed to work back then.
So what title does child support fall under?
So the term child support is Title 4 under the Social Security Act. 100%.
You sure about that?
Title 4. 100%.
All right.
That's where the TANF came into play.
Well, Title 4A. So let's be more specific. Title 4A was created for needy families. That's not child support. That's Title 4A. That's where the that's welfare programs. That's where the welfare programs are.
No,
right?
We can look it up. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not here to argue.
No, it's just a conversation. It's just a conversation.
Yeah. All right, cool. So
go ahead.
If you look up Title 4A, that is the grant that was given to
needy
the
families,
recipient.
AFDC families, Title 4A. Correct.
Right. That's the child support. It was in 1974 where they created Title 4D because they couldn't sustain all of these quote unquote fathers who were leaving the mother, and the state, or the government rather, was taking care of the children. So they said we need to go and find these fathers to hold them accountable. That's where Title 4D comes into play, because that is the enforcement to make sure that the fathers are taking care of the kids, because it became such a burden for the government.
But Title 4A is block grants. That's not child support.
But it's child support. It's block grants for what? Let's look at it. Right?
Go ahead. I have the case law in front of me. I'm looking at. So read to me what you got, and then I'll read to you what I got.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared for it. I'm pulling it up right now.
Go ahead.
But I love the conversation. I love that we are informing the people, because they definitely need it.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. There's a difference between Title 4A and Title 4D. Title 4A has nothing to do with child support. It has to do with AFDC families, families with dependent children, right? That's what it has something to do with. Needy families and dependent children. Nothing to do with child support. Child support was formed under Title 4D. And then Title 4D got renamed to Title 4A. I mean, Title 4D got renamed to child support for better marketing purposes. And are you familiar with the case with the case law Wehunt versus Ledbetter?
Ledbetter, yeah, exactly.
And do you know that in that case law, it specifically outlines the purpose of what Title 4A is and what Title 4D is? Now,
Title 4A.
Title 4A. So the monies that baby mama and the kid get comes from Title 4A. Right. Because Title 4A is the grant created for needy families. It's not just child support. It is block grants created for needy families or families with dependent children, right? So the money that was being given out under Title 4A, they could not collect that money back under Title 4A. They had to create a separate program, aka Title 4D child support. So the child support now is the enforcement that takes money back from baby daddy or the non-custodial parent to replenish the U.S. Treasury account because 100%. Of the money that's being given away from Title 4A. So when people believe that they're getting child support money, you're not getting child support money. Child support money goes back to the federal government. What you are getting is the equivalent of Title A funds, not child support funds, because child support's sole purpose was created to recoup funds being given out under Title 4A. Now, Title 4A now is not child support. It is the block grant for needy family that supports AFDC families. That's what Title 4A was created for, to support families in need and dependent children. That's its whole purpose. So it doesn't necessarily mean child support. Not everybody that's an AFDC family receives child support. You get what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact.
So Title 4A can't be created for child support because there's other programs and other families that receive benefits from Title 4A that are not only just child support related.
And Title 4A
is the block grants. That's where the block grants are given. Correct.
For the TANF. That's
the TANF falls under there, and some of the other welfare programs. So we'll call it welfare.
The only way to qualify for TANF is that there has to be children. There has to be minor children. Without minor children, no one can benefit from getting TANF. That's the absolute rule.
Well, that's one of them, but there's other welfare programs. TANF is not just the only one. There's other programs that falls under that grant that needy families get.
Falls under the
Title 4A. Title 4A. Title 4A is not just restricted to TANF. There's other things. It specifically says for needy families and dependent children, right? For families in need and dependent children. So it's not limited only to TANF or just for dependent children. Needy families also receive benefit from Title 4A. Now, because these are grants that are given out based on people's circumstances, well, the government needed to get that money back.
Exactly.
So they couldn't get it back under Title 4A, because how can you give grants out and then demand repayment of those grants? That's not ethical. So what they
it wasn't technically so that it can get the money back. It was because so many families were applying for it that the burden on them became so extreme, and they said, well, if these fathers or any non-custodial parent who has a financial obligation to take care of their children, we have to go and hold these guys accountable, because we are taking on the burden of taking care of families that they've helped to create.
All right.
So we need to hold them accountable.
That's a great point.
It was almost 40 years before they
great
started
point.
to do enforcement.
Great point. So if that's the case, why are fathers that are not biologically tied to the kid being held to pay child support?
That's a great one. So here's the twist. There's a state plan that's initiated under 45 CFR 302 point, I want to say 70. Guys, just look into it, right? But here's what happened. You have the state plan that says, in order for us to basically enforce and make parents or fathers, non-custodial parents, responsible, they have to acknowledge paternity.
Correct. Paternity has to be established.
The state plan was put together so that anybody who is in the like when your child is born, the moment you're in the hospital, you know, you think, oh man, I'm a father. This is my child. You go and acknowledge paternity. You sign a contract. You didn't realize the contract that you signed was holding you to be obligated if there's ever a discrepancy for where mother and or father will come to sue you.
My point.
For child support.
My point.
Right.
So again, I say, how was child support created for the child? It was not. It was created for the enforcement of an obligation by the state for the federal government. So child support in itself.
You're right, because you said it, right? You said the rebranding. I think what we're leaving out is the conversation of they called it child support.
All right.
Back in 1935.
We're gonna dive in. Overlook names, and let's talk the titles themselves. So this is a case law. I'm gonna get this case law right now. I'm just gonna go over it. So anybody can look this up, guys. This is Wehunt versus Ledbetter, right? And in Wehunt versus Ledbetter, it states this: Title 4D does not create any enforceable right. Are you familiar with the case law, Blessings versus Freestone?
Freestone, 100%.
And in that case law, Blessings versus Freestone, the 5 Arizona mothers, the head of DHHS shut them down and let them know right off the bat, child support is not a right. You have no right to child support. Is if the state wants to do it, we can do it, but you have no right, right? And then in Wehunt versus Ledbetter, it's saying it again. Title 4D does not create any enforceable right. It was not, I repeat, it was not enacted for the special benefit of AFDC families. So do me a favor, brother. Can you look up the meaning of AFDC families? Sometimes I get that acronym mixed up. But AFDC families. What is the meaning of AFDC families?
Let's see. Aid to families with dependent children.
So Title 4D, which is child support, was not created for that purpose. The title that supports AFDC family is Title 4A. Title 4A is what was created for AFDC families, not Title 4D. So Title 4D now.
But that's the thing. I guess what we're the breakdown is that's what they were calling child support.
All right. It goes into my next. It goes to my next thing now. So have you ever heard the term double language before?
Yes.
So double language, for those of you who don't know, is when you say something but you mean something else. And this is where the deception came in. So most people believe that Title 4, people don't know the difference between Title 4A and Title 4D. Most regular people don't know the difference, right? But when you dive into it, it will reveal itself. So Title 4D was not created for the benefit of title of AFDC families. So when you look on what the definition of AFDC families are, these are the people that are on that gets benefit from child support, from welfare, from TANF, from all these different welfare programs. These people fall under Title 4A, getting that AFDC benefit, right?
Right.
And because the government needed to take this money back, it needed it back from somewhere. Because as most people learn in the military, they give you $100 and they take back 99. It's really true. It's really true. So for those of you in the military, you'll know you'll get $1,000 from Uncle Sam, but $900 is coming back out in some form, something you owe, some loan, some repayment. It's just how they work the system. So now, when we talk about Title 4D program, so Title 4D program operates under a separate legislative and regulatory framework. Okay, well, if we look at it, which program operates separately and it is operated and run by state participation? Child support. It's the only one.
Right.
Right? The welfare is free game for all. They don't have to even enroll in it, but the states have to enroll in the Title 4D program in order to collect
100%.
child support, right?
Yes.
So for Title 4D program, it operates separate. So Title 4D operations could not be done under Title 4A. That would be a conflict of interest. So they had to create a separate and legislative regulatory framework to separate the two. So now it says that the framework is different from that of Title 4A program. All right. So this is what the law is saying now. Title 4A provides funds for the public treasure to support children in need, not Title 4D. So most people believe that the money they're getting from baby daddy is coming to them. It's not coming to you. It goes to the federal government. It goes to the treasury. What you get is maybe the equivalent in Title 4A benefits. So you get that benefit through Title 4A. But what is taken from the non-custodial parent is not what the baby mama gets.
At all.
Right? So the purpose of Title 4A, Title 4A provides funds from the public treasury to support children in need. That is the AFDC family. So in a way, you are correct. Title 4A is child support because that's where child support is paid. And this is where the smoke screen comes up. So Title 4A provides funds from the public treasury to support children in need. Title 4D, which is child support, right, seeks to recover those funds and restore the treasury balance. So I want you guys to think of two bank accounts. There's two bank accounts, right? And both bank accounts are being funded by one institution, which is the United States Treasury. So we got two bank accounts, Title 4A, Title 4D, two bank accounts, right? Now, one is for debits and one is for credits. Title 4A gets credit accounts, meaning when money comes into Title 4D, when Title 4D debits the non-custodial parent, it sends it up to the Treasury. The Treasury then takes those funds and credit Title 4A for welfare programs, TANF, well, whatever y'all got under Title 4A. That's how the money works.
Now, can I interject?
Go ahead, brother.
There's two forms of Title 4D. They don't mention it as two forms. However, there's private and there's public, right? So private is when a mother, aunt, or father takes the non-custodial parent to court for support of the child.
Mm-hmm.
That money, that mother doesn't get paid $1 until the father pays the money because she's not receiving the TANF. So she's not getting paid from that particular bank account that you were just speaking of, the Title 4A, because she's not enrolled into any of those programs. So that's why it's the Title 4D, which is the enforcement to make the non-custodial parent who is there saying refusing to make payments, to hold that person accountable. And then that's where all the extra stuff, but they run literally on the same, they run out of the same warehouse. The Title 4D, both private and public. You got the welfare recipients, they're getting their money every month. They actually, any mother who's on the TANF,
well, that would be Title 4. That would be Title 4, not Title 4D. So Title 4 has 2 babies. Yeah. Title 4 has 2 babies. You have Title 4A and Title 4D. So Title 4 has 2 kids, A and D, right? Those are the 2 kids. Those are twins. One gives and one takes. So in order, just so most people can visualize it, because I'm a visual learner. So think of Title 4 as a parent, right? And this parent has 2 kids. One is called Title 4A. This one is your giver. This one is the one that's just giving everybody that enrolls in the program something. But then you got the other twin, Title 4D. And that twin, his job is to collect. You call this one, you can call him the collector, right? So this person's job is to go into the states and say, hey, states, you can participate, because, you know, states can participate or they cannot. Child support is not mandatory. The states are not mandated to participate in the program. The states choose to participate in the program because of the incentives it gets back from the federal government.
From the federal government under 42 USC 658A. Exactly.
Yep, that sounds about right. So now that they devised this whole scheme, it got rebranded. So how are we going to get this money back? We need to create an enforcement. And for those of you who don't know, child support is actually the only program, federal program, that operates in the state that violate the separation of powers. It's the only one.
Exactly. 100%.
But a person that doesn't know that they are running executive, judicial, and legislative will always get taken advantage of, because those fake hearings lead to fake court orders. And when these fake court orders are then in contempt, you can go to jail. So people don't go to jail for child support. That's not what you go to jail for.
No,
but this is the thing, most people don't know, that you're not going to jail for child support. That's not why you go to jail. You cannot go to jail for not paying a debt unless it's fraud. No one goes to jail for not paying a debt. You don't do that. You go to jail for fraud or contempt. So what they get you on is a contempt, because the quote unquote order said that you were supposed to do this and you violated that order. Therefore, we're going to throw you in jail.
100%. And now, just to throw that on there for the guys that's listening, you have to be very mindful if you ever serve with a contempt order, or they're bringing you to court for contempt, because the contempt has to show a willfulness to not pay. You can't be jailed for your impoverity. So if you're able to prove that you are in fact someone who does not have the means to pay the court order, it's the obligation of the Title 4D program to offer alternatives and or to modify the amount that you're responsible for paying. And that also goes for anyone who has been incarcerated for more than 180 days. If you've been incarcerated for more than 180 days during the transition or the time of a child support order, you cannot be held accountable to make those payments because you're considered indigent.
All right. So in correlation with that now, right? Everyone needs to understand something when it comes to child support. So let's break down a little bit more. Let's go a little bit deeper into this whole shebang that they have about child support. So we know a few things, right? We know a few things. Title 4A is the title that pays child support to needy families. They're the ones that pay to needy kids or children in need. That falls under Title 4A, not Title 4D, right? So the other thing we know is that Title 4D was not created for the benefit of the mom or the dad. I mean, of the mom or the child. It was so for those of you who think that you have a right to child support, I'm here to tell you that you do not. It was not created for you. Child support was created, or should I say, Title 4D was created for the benefit of the United States Treasury, not for y'all. So let's 100%. Go back there. The next thing we know is that Title 4D seeks to recover funds and restore the Treasury balance by enforcement of support obligations owed by absent parents of these children. So in order for it to work, there must be an absent parent. That's why they say non-custodial parent. And when you look up the definition of non-custodial parent, it will tell you that you're an absent parent. Well, if I'm not an absent parent, that means it doesn't work because it has to show absent parent. That's something for somebody to think about. But let's keep going a little bit. So the driving force behind the program, and when it says the program, guys, it's talking about Title 4D, right? The driving force behind the program is recovery of welfare payments. And guys, for those of you who don't believe, this is in federal. This is in a federal case law, right? This went to the Supreme Court, and they had to really expose themselves. But this is one of the hardest law for you to find online and dissect its parts, because these are things that you're not supposed to know this, beloved. I'm gonna be real with you. You're not supposed to know this. So it goes on further to say, the driving force behind the program is recovery of the welfare payments and parallel commitment to remove and keep families from the necessity of welfare dependence by establishing and enforcing support obligations. The legislative history indicates the enacting of Title 4D, Congress was primarily concerned with the collecting child support in order to reduce welfare rolls. So when I said earlier that Title 4D isn't really Title 4A, it's they took that and it got rebranded. In this case law, in the Supreme Court case law, they did admit that child support and Title 4D was one of the same thing. So what is being shown to the public? Oh, where child support's main position is to take care of needy families. It's not. That's a lie. That is a lie. Title 4A takes care of the needy child. Title 4A takes care of the needy family. That's what it was created for, not Title 4D. And Title 4D, by case law and admission of Congress, is child support.
That's a fact.
Right?
That's a fact.
And it goes further to talk about
double meaning. I like the double word. Yeah.
It's what they use, and they confuse a lot of people. A lot of people get confused with double language because they say something, but they are referring to something else. And most people get caught up in it. And when what if I also told you guys that from 2003, right? They knew from 2003 that child support was not supposed to be on anyone's credit. They knew this from 2003.
TransUnion specifically wrote a letter to the child support agency informing them that child support is not defined as a credit transaction.
As a consumer credit transaction.
No permissible purpose.
Correct. And this was from 2003. I want you guys to really comprehend what I'm saying. They knew this from 2003. Do you know the amount of people right now that have child support on their credit? Even though Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, Innovis, and DHHS know that child support should not have been there. And you know what's crazy? It got updated in 2007. And none of them did anything about it. And there are people out there, like, let's do a survey. Is there anyone on this live that has child support on your credit? Or do you know anyone that has child support on their credit? If you know someone with child support, I want you to say me, or just raise your hands if you know somebody or if you have it on your credit. If they knew since 2003, can we claim as damages? The answer to that is yes, you can sue them. Sorrel says, my twin brother. Just like I'm telling you, bro. They knew this from 2003 and they did nothing about it. Let me tell you what they did for those of you who, so they're required to tell you. But what TransUnion did, and I think Equifax and Experian followed, you can't quote me on the Experian and Equifax, but I know for a fact TransUnion did it. TransUnion rewrote the letter and said, hey, for those of you that report information to TransUnion, we're going to send you this notice, and it is your responsibility not to report it. Come on. Come on, TransUnion.
And they stipulated because it has something to do with the Fair Credit Report Act and the new term credit, what credit was defined as. So you guys have to look at what the word credit is defined as. Child support is not the result of any credit transaction whatsoever.
All right. So I have a saying. Even though you paid for it, it doesn't make it a credit consumer transaction. It does not. All right. So you may have used Cash App, you may have used Zelle, you may have used PayPal. However you paid for it, it is still not a consumer credit transaction because no lines of credit were extended. See, in the definition of what credit is, lines of credit must also be extended. So for those of you on here that have child support on your credit, and for those of you on here that know somebody that have child support, comment the word child support and you should get a DM from me with a link to the child support deletion guide where the case law letter is in that you can use to get the child support deleted. Now, keep in mind, this is a one-round letter. They cannot rebut this letter. But if they do, then we talk about a lawsuit. Why?
Frank, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. With your letter, is your letter stipulated for them to approach the credit agency, or are they approaching the creditor,
both,
which would be child
both.
Support?
It goes to both. They send it to both.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people that's suffering from this. So for those of you that have child support, for those of you that know somebody that have child support on their credit, this is where you're going to need the child support deletion guide, ladies and gentlemen. And I need you to get it, and I need you to the holidays are coming up. Make it a present for somebody, right? Make it a present for somebody. It's not expensive. It's like $140. It has 4 letters in there, including each letter is for $99. So let me be very clear here. Each letter is for $99, and I bundled all 4 for $149. So for those of you here that, yeah, why not? Go be great. It's just go be great. I'm not gonna just give up my thing for free though. Y'all gonna pay, because when y'all pay attention. I am not giving up for free. It took me a long time to find this, a long time to make it. So I'm just being real with y'all. If y'all don't want it, leave it. Keep your child support on your credit. But I am showing you, and I'm explaining to you, since 2003, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian knew that child support is not supposed to be on your credit. This is a fact. If they ever respond verified, validated, or accurate, I wish they would.
Oh, it's over. It's over.
Most people, like, you've been paying out child support, but most people don't know that you can actually get paid for child support being on your credit. Most people don't know that type of game. Most people don't know that type of sauce. Hold on, I see someone making a comment here. Let me see. They weren't. The agent then asked him, hold on, it sounds like there's a whole conversation we're missing here. All right. So I chatted with child support today. They placed my husband on administrative child support for a child. No paternity was it. Oh my God, was established
Oh, no
for.
attorney. Yeah.
Oh wow, this one's gonna be good. He informed the agent that the other parent told the hospital they weren't the agent, then asked him if they were married. He told her no. She then said she didn't need to be served because they have his driver's license on file and his signature. That's called identity theft. But let's keep going.
100%.
Served because they have his driver's license on file and his signature, so that serves as an automatic servant. That's fraud. That's not true. That is not true. I hope you recorded the conversation. We inform her that we haven't received no form of communication from them, just his wages being garnished, passport revoked, and license suspended. Oh, now we're going to go to war.
Yes.
She then said, pay your child support. What? We didn't ask them for a copy of him being served with his signature. They refused and said she can only send transcript. That's a lie. You can go to court and you can get a court order and subpoena all paperwork. Oh
You
man.
just go to the records department. They got your folder. You can take a look at your file.
Oh wow. It wouldn't allow me to type everything. I understand. This is crazy. So, is the child support on your husband's credit? What if child support shows as an income you don't receive? Um
I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah, I'm trying to wrap my mind around what the question may have been. The official to raw. Double check that question for me. Double check that question for me. What if it shows I'm not able to follow that question, right? So what I was saying, for those of you that have child support, ladies and gentlemen, real quick before I answer that, for those of you that have child support, comment the word child support. If you know somebody that has child support, comment the word child support. Go get the deletion guide and go give it to somebody that you know that can help them. All right. So for my mom, it said she received child support but doesn't. Well, what says, okay, then there needs to be proof. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. So wherever the benefits are coming from, if it's the HHS or the state welfare program or wherever it claimed that it's coming from, go there and ask for records to see where this child support is being deposited. Where is it being deposited? It's being deposited somewhere. Whose name is on file? Child support is a program you have to enroll in. Somebody got to enroll you in the program. You can't just magically appear in child support. So if someone enrolled you in a program that you did not enroll yourself, that is called identity theft, ladies and gentlemen. No one can enroll you in something you didn't want to be enrolled in. How? If that's the case, then the military would just sign everybody up. Off the rip. They would have just signed everybody up.
So, Daraine, can I put a shameless plug out there?
What you got?
Listen, guys, anybody who's dealing with child support in general, you want to get it off of your credit. So Daraine has a package for you for that. I simply help educate you guys so that you don't have to worry about dealing with child support in the long term. So make sure that you go ahead and send me a follow right now. That's all I'm saying. Just send me a follow, and I have a lot of free game on my page to educate you in what Daraine was speaking about earlier, separation of powers, like you understanding what child support really is and the obligation that they're forcing on you. You can get child support deleted. I've helped 137 people delete child support completely. And when I say delete child support, I'm not speaking in reference to credit. I'm speaking to not being a part of the Title 4D program. We also show you how you can go and get 50-50 custody of your child. I beat child support twice myself. November 28th of 2023 was the last case that I had with them, and it's all documented on my page. So if you want more information on that, go ahead and hit that little arrow button at the top. Follow your boy at Dev Hawk, and we're going to help you get child support terminated completely.
Do you have a book or anything written yet?
Man, I got 6 books. I got courses. Matter of fact, if you want, Daraine, because you have your package that you're giving out, I have an ebook called the Child Support Credit Deletion Formula. I'll send that to you, and you can add it to your package for free. I don't want anything off of it.
Oh, that sounds dope. Yeah,
He
that
has a lot
sounds
of
dope.
info.
I bet that sounds dope. Yeah, so we can definitely connect because child support is a big thing that myself, child support is fraud, Lionel Tillman, and
Hmm.
Tyrese will be joining up doing next year. It's gonna be we're gonna really bring a lot of spotlight to it next year. So
Nice.
keep doing great stuff, bro. And when you see us on the live, I want you to pop in on the live, and let's definitely meet up and break bread together. 'Cause I think it's gonna be a great awareness for a lot of people, not just men. We're talking about women
Yes.
as well, because men aren't the only ones on child support. They
At
got women.
all.
They got women on child support too. But what y'all need to comprehend is that child support, the intent of child support has been perverted. It's been
Hmm.
changed. It's been weaponized. It's been used against men and women. Especially if you're a high net worth individual, you become a target. Like I saw the other day, DJ Academics paying 24,000 a month in child support. What
It's
child
ridiculous.
need 24,000? Kanye
It's
West.
ridiculous.
I think let's look up Kanye West child
He's
support.
like 200, like 200K a
Right?
month.
Let's look up Kanye West child support. Because Kanye West child, I need to know what kid is eating that much a month.
And no, not to mention, his baby mother is damn near just as rich as he is. So that child is not needy at all.
And these are the things, ladies and gentlemen. This is the problem that we're having in this money hungry society. This is the problem we are having. The original intent for the program is not what it's being used for.
Used for
It's
at
being
all.
used as a weapon, mostly against men. Yes, there are some women on child support, but women are not being thrown in jail for child support the way men are. So for every one woman that may go to jail for child support, there's 100 men being thrown in jail for child support. It's not fair. And I'm not
And
here
guys,
to
the
say,
easiest way, I want to tell them the easiest way for you to stop all of this, you have to understand that you are considered a deadbeat if you're paying child support. Whether that's true or not, that's what you are considered. That's what you're labeled as. And it's because you're called a non-custodial parent. And as a non-custodial parent, you're also looked at as someone who has abandoned their child.
an
But
absent
did you know
parent, correct?
if you become a 50-50 custodial parent, you take away that whole stigma of being non-custodial because you actually become a 50% custodial parent. And in all the laws, only non-custodial parents pay child support. So that way you can kill two birds with one stone. You can't be considered a deadbeat. You have your child 50% of the time. You become a custodial parent. Therefore, you do not have to be obligated to participate and pay into a system that is benefited for the government.
Correct. All right. So there's one more thing that I need to talk to y'all about. So let me
But does
wrap
the right?
child support up. Yeah, I appreciate you, Deb. So I'm
Absolutely.
gonna wrap child support up now, and then we're gonna move over to the master class. I got some info that I'm gonna be giving to you guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna say this one more time. I'm gonna say this one more time. Child support. If you know someone that has child support, if you have child support and it's reporting on your personal credit, it's on your credit, it's on your Experian, it's on your TransUnion, it's on your Equifax. If you have child support on your credit, ladies and gentlemen, you need to comment the word child support. Get the child support deletion guide. Go delete the child support off of your credit and have an amazing life. Go get it deleted from your credit. Child support is not a consumer credit transaction. Child support is not supposed to be on your credit. Child support is on your credit illegally. Child support is not supposed to be on your credit. All right. So for those of you that's having child support issues on your credit, if it's on your credit, guys, you need the letter. And I wish they would reply to you verified, validated, or accurate. I wish they would reply to you verified, validated, accurate. I wish they would. If none of y'all know how to get paid for child support on your credit, I got the sauce. So for those of you that want to learn that child support sauce, how to get paid for child support being on your credit, this is where you need to come talk to me. But you won't be eligible for this until after you send out your round one letter. Okay? You have to send out your round one letter. You getting paid for child support on your credit will not be effective until your round one letter is sent out. Does everybody understand? Does everybody understand what I'm saying? For you to get paid for child support, your round one child support letter must be sent out. The deletion letters are joint physical custody. I need child support removed from my credit, 50-50, and pay less child support. All right? So just to reiterate, the child support deletion guide, I think it's about $149. It's about $149. It has about 5 letters in there. About 4 or 5 letters are in there. Each letter by itself is $99. So $500 worth of letters I'm giving you for $149 because it's Friday, it's the holidays. I want y'all to go be great. This will not last forever though, guys. Don't think you're gonna come next week and this $149 sale is gonna be there. It's not. It's going down this weekend. If you don't get it this weekend, you're gonna have to pay full price for it next week because it's going down right now. This is when it's going down. Child support, it's going down right now. Make hay while the sun shines. Slow feet don't eat. So if you got that child support on your credit, you need it off. You need to get, okay? You need to get it. So if child support ever responded to you with saying, verified, validated, accurate, this is where we need to have a different kind of conversation. I'm gonna say this again. If these are letters are solely for credit, yes, but these letters are these are for child support on your credit. I have child support but isn't on my credit. So then you need to either speak to Dev or you need to speak to Lionel. All right, you need to speak to Dev or you need to speak to Lionel. Now, so we're going to change gears a little bit. Do you have a letter for charge off? Yes. If you need a letter for charge off, just comment the word charge off. If you need a letter for charge off, comment the word charge off. If you need a letter for collections, comment the word collections. All right. So if you need letter for late payment, comment the word late payment. If you need letter for a charge off, comment the word charge off. If you need letter for collection, comment the word collection. Right? Just comment them. Comment them separately. You have to comment them separately. The automations will send you what you need. So comment the one that you need separately and the automation will send it to you. All right. So for those of you, where are we? All right, let me send this to y'all. All right, cool. Do all have letters take? Yes, there's different letters for different things. There are different letters for different things. All right. So I'm gonna unpin. So now comment the word class to. Where did my thing go? All right. Somebody's on the line. Who's on the line?
Daraine, how are you?
What's going on, brother? Give me 1 second. Let me just finish type this up. Comment the word class to join my digital product masterclass. All right.
Hey, Daraine, how are you, my friend? My name is Ken.
What's going on, Ken? Talk to me. What you got?
Yeah, I have a question. I use one of your letters for the deletion for the late payment, and it was a Kia Motor Finance, and I tried to remove the late payment.
I can't hear you. All right, I think I may have lost somebody. All right. All right, so we're gonna switch gears a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. So I have a master class coming up, and this master class, guys, I will be teaching you how to grow and scale your business. So we're gonna switch gears a little bit. So for those of you that have a consultation business, for those of you that have a credit repair business, for those of you that wants to learn how to sell digital products, do I have anyone on here that owns a consultation business? Do I have anyone on here that owns a credit repair business? Do I have anyone on this live that wants to start and learn how to grow and scale selling digital products online? Do I have anybody like that on the live? Let me know, guys. Do I have anybody that wants to learn how to sell digital products? Do I have anyone that has a credit repair business? Do I have anyone that has a consultation business? Is that anybody right now? Is there anyone like that on my live? You have a business, you have a consultation business or a credit repair business, or you want to learn how to sell digital product online. Is there anyone like that? Well, if there's someone like that here, right? I'm doing a master class. Ladies and gentlemen, I have generated hundreds of thousands of dollars online selling digital products. I have coached most of the credit repair business owners that you see. I've coached them in consumer law and dispute strategy, right? So for those of you here that wants to learn how to sell digital products, I need you to comment the word class. For those of you that wants to learn how to sell digital products or grow and scale your business, comment the word class. I'll be going over a framework crazy.
And then, you know, just to throw a little jab out there, myself and Daraine, I
Yeah.
can't say too much about it. We got some things, some big things brewing
Some
in
really
the
big
background.
things. No Diddy.
Yeah,
I'm in New York, bro. I had to say it. I'm in New York. I had to say it.
Right, for sure. You know, they'll be on your head. No Diddy. Pause, real quick.
Yeah,
But yeah, now we got some things brewing in the background in regards to child support and credit and things of that nature.
We had a few people on the live earlier too that especially this lady that was on here. So her husband is hit with child support, right? And no paternity was established.
Okay.
And he didn't even sign no birth certificate.
Well,
and they basically saying he's the father, and his passport is canceled, driver's license is canceled, and it's crazy. His wife has to be doing all the stuff, and it's crazy, bro. That's why I was telling you to get on here earlier.
I didn't even see the text. I just seen it right now.
Let me find out if she's still here. Are you still here? I can't remember her name.
I can almost guarantee you 1,000% that paternity was established in some sort of way.
Yeah, but fraudulently.
Whether it was by default because he didn't show up to a hearing, or voluntarily acknowledged. In some ways, in some fashion, paternity was established. Now, whether that was lawfully, that's a whole nother situation.
Correct. I hope she's still on here. Are you still on here? I can't remember your name, but I know you had a lot of questions regarding how they were handling your husband, and I think Lionel and on is definitely someone you need to talk to. All right, next time I'm doing child support, Lionel, you better jump on the call, bro. There was a few people that needed you. I'm gonna call you before I go on live.
I was just about to say, call me because
I'm gonna call you before I go on the live. How about that? I'll do that. I'll call you before. Right? Yeah. So I know you say you gotta run. But guys, like I said, Lionel and I, we work hand in hand, and we really got some amazing stuff coming next year that really is gonna change the landscape of education, awareness, and hopefully we get to the point where reform is the next step.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So put me in your favorites, bro. Like, so my texts come all the way through. All right. Make sure you put me in your favorites.
Well, it ain't that my phone be on vibrate, so I didn't even feel it moving at all.
All right. So yeah. So if anybody wants, you guys go to the arrow on the top. If you listen, as long as it's not child support on your credit, I deal with child support on your credit. If it's on your credit, I'm gonna teach you how to get it off. You buy the dispute letter, you send it out. If we're talking more exotic child support, meaning that you want to evaluate your case, your support order, how paternity was established, you being in those fake courts, you need to speak to my guy. All right.
For sure.
New Jersey just took all the money out of my account yesterday. God damn. I need my passport and license unsuspended. Bro, I tell you, bro, the struggle out here is real.
And that's because, I'm not an attorney, so I can't give you any legal advice.
We're not attorneys. Ain't no legal advice over here.
So I've had all of my money taken out of my bank account due to child support. They still have bank levy. The crazy part is they're supposed to notify you before 30 days. They're supposed to notify you 30 days before that levy hits, which they don't. When that levy hits, a person has 10 days to contest it. Because the money is like in jail. They ain't taking it. They haven't taken it yet. You have 10 days to contest it. And
so we're at 40 days right now. 30 days for the notice, and then 10 days after the contest. So that's 40 days.
You got 10 days to contest it. But that, and the thing is, there's a difference between public and private. Public is...
Yeah. Dev mentioned it earlier.
Hey, I'm over here, and private is, it's a totally
different ballgame.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So man, yeah, I got a consultation in 3 minutes.
Yep. So guys, for those of you that need that different side of child support that is not on your credit, I urge you right now to follow Lionel, get in his DMs, and he has a consultation right now. So after his consult, I imagine he will start reaching back out to you guys. All right, go handle your business, bro. You know where to find me if you need me.
Peace.
Yep. Later. All right. So when it comes to digital products, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot you need to know. And it's not just digital products. How do you sell online? Guys, selling online now is one of the easiest ways to receive, to send out information that people needs to know. And most of you are going to say, well, Daraine, I don't own a 7-figure business, or I've never done this. Well, there's a lot of stuff you can sell online, guys. And I asked you this question last week. The person that sells inside of Lamborghini, is that person making the cars inside a Lamborghini? Right? The person that's selling the car inside a Lamborghini, are they the ones making the car? The person that's selling the car inside of Mercedes-Benz, are they the person making the car? Most of you've been lied to by a lot of people, right? You've been lied to by a lot of people telling you that why can't you sell a book online that teaches other people how to do something that other people are doing successfully? Like why don't you think you can't do that? Like there's so many digital products out here that can serve and help a lot of people. And most of you are stuck like Chuck in the pickup truck, all because you've bought into the notion of what people say. So there are single moms that can create better future for their kids just by learning how to sell digital products. There's the stay-at-home mom. If you're a 9-to-5er, there's a lot of you that does coding, a lot of you that does prompt engineering. Like, these are all things that you can make digital products on, right? Like, all right. So for most of you, right, why is digital products better to sell than anything else? And why is learning how to grow and scale your business? So let's talk about some of the things that you don't need for a digital product. You don't need no inventory. You don't need no labels. You don't need no shipping, right? You only need automations and delivery, right? It doesn't take up a lot of space because all your digital products can be on your computer, or if you buy a 1 terabyte hard drive, then it's on there. Then we're talking about scalability, your ability to scale, which is what we're going to be going over in the class November 8th. So how can you scale your credit repair business? How can you scale your consultation business? What is lead generation? And then what are lead generation activities? So for those of you that have a business, what are the lead generation activities that you are doing inside of your business? How are you generating leads inside of your business? Can somebody give me an example? How are you generating leads inside of your business? How are you generating leads inside of your business? Let's talk about lead generation. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to attend to something real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. Let me just. No, all right. 1 second, please. So, all right, cool. So let's talk about digital products now. Let's go back to digital products. Let's go back to talking about your business. Most people's inability to grow their business. So, all right, tell you what I'm going to do. Someone give me an example of a business. Give me an example of a business that you have. Give me an example of a business that you have. Give me an example of a business that you have. And we're going to talk about growing and scaling. So for those of you that have a credit repair business, for those of you that have a consultation business, for those of you that have any business, let's talk about lead generation. How do you generate leads inside of your business? Okay, so a funding company. All right. For a funding company, how do you generate leads? Let's talk about you generating leads. So, all right. Fitness, nutrition, and accountability. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about how do you generate leads. Fitness. Let's go. Let's talk about how do you generate leads for your business, because there's a few ways you can do it. If you own a funding company, if you have a funding company, the easiest way. Oh, all right. You joined me on the live. What's good, my guy? Your connection is a little frozen.
Currently, the way I can you hear me now?
A little bit. It's still frozen.
All right, I'm getting out of this garage now. So,
oh, that's probably
currently, currently the way I am getting my leads, my generating of leads is going to conferences, networking, telling people what I do, building a little bit of rapport, getting their information, and basically trying to qualify them before I even actually start the process of any work.
All right. So let's think of some. So doing that, how many leads per month are you able to generate?
Well, I just did like a few events, and I've already got about 5 leads, about 5 or 6 leads off of these, like 1 week event at 10X WealthCon and 10X Business Summit.
All right. What if I told you that there's another way that you can use to literally generate hundreds of leads per day, thousands of leads per month? Would you believe me?
I would believe you, yes.
All right. So what you're doing is you're going to find the leads. But what if you took the opposite approach? What if you made yourself more findable so your leads found you? Would that make more sense?
That would make excellent sense.
Would it be easier for you finding a 1 million people or for 1 million people finding you? Which one would be more easier?
It would be easier if they found me first.
It would be easier, right? So what you need to do, and what I'm going to be teaching on this masterclass, is how do you position yourself so you become more findable? So the issue with a lot of business is, a lot of business, you're not making yourself more findable. You are attempting to go find the client. But if you're going to find the client, that means the opposite of that must be also be true. There's a way for the client to find you. So what you do, you start putting out content. You start making content. You start going live. You start streaming. What is that going to do? More and more people are going to know, like, and trust you, because now they'll be able to see you. Remember, now, when you're at that conference, you're limited to everyone at that conference, right? But when you're online, there is no cap on your limits right now. You can be viewed literally by 1 million people overnight. One piece of content can go viral overnight. There you go, 1 million eyes on you. Yes?
Correct.
So how do we generate more leads? So we generate more leads by creating more content. But the content that you're creating must speak to your avatar. So the content now will be dependent on, okay, who is my target audience? Who am I speaking to? Who am I funding? Am I funding single moms? Am I funding single dads? Am I funding credit repair business owners? Am I funding attorneys? Who am I funding? So this is where knowing who your avatar is comes in. And I'll be going over on the masterclass my avatar worksheet that lets you refine your avatar. So let's say now that I met you at the conference. Hey, my name is Daraine Delevante. How would you introduce yourself to me?
Hi, my name is Jason Holloway. I have a business. I have
business funding company. We help businesses scale and grow. Are you interested in business funding? I probably wouldn't say nothing like that. But.
All right. So you see those first 5 to 10 seconds, very crucial, right? We call it your elevator pitch. And this is what they're going to work on too on the masterclass. So let's say I had a funding business, right? My name is Daraine Delevante. I am the CEO of Funding Your Freedom. We do this by different ways. We can fund you on the personal side. We can fund you on the business side. A lot of people don't know that they don't need their own money to start their business. So what we do is we bring awareness to everyone interested in starting their business, growing their business, how to become fundable. Because a lot of people think they're fundable, but they're not. Our job is to show you how you are fundable so we can go fund your dreams, so you can go serve the people you serve in your business. Would that be something you're interested in?
Yes.
You see how we just change the dynamics of what we're doing? So it's all about positioning. So I'm going to be teaching on this masterclass. Okay, how do we position ourselves as CEOs? How do you position yourself so the person that you're serving will almost likely say yes? Or you could turn it another way. So I own a funding company where we let business be fundable to the bank. What does that mean? It means that did you start your business with your own funds, or did you tap into business credit? Do you even know what business credit is? Most people are going to say no because they don't even know that it exists, right? So would you be opposed to us teaching you how to fund your freedom through your business so you can impact the most lives that you possibly can doing what you love? Ain't nobody's opposed to making money. Nobody. Would you be opposed to making some money? You better not. You see, so it's how you position yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be going over stuff like that on the masterclass. It's skills that I've learned over the last 5 years, guys. And like I said, like using the skills digital product has been a winner. Like we sell thousands and thousands and thousands of thousands worth of digital products online. And I'll be breaking this down. So for those of you that have funding companies, and another thing too, you can partner up with realtors, you can partner up with credit repair businesses, you can partner up with financially driven industries that need funding. The best one for you to partner up with is real estate groups. Why? Because they need funding for their real estate projects. Our fix and flippers, they need massive funding. That's why they go to hard money lenders, because they don't have a choice, and it's the only thing that they were taught, to go to hard money lenders. So in there, I'll be teaching you, okay, who is your avatar? Let's identify your avatar. And what areas can you find your avatar? So then you show up in those areas, just giving value, and that makes you findable for your avatar.
That makes great sense right there.
So I'll be going over lead generation, client conversion, client ascension, and continuity. 4 key things that any business can use to generate massive income in your business. So I hope I see you on the masterclass. It's going to be a great experience, bro. There's a lot of information that I'll be teaching, and I think this could help your business tremendously.
When is that?
It's November 8th. November 8th.
November 8th. Is this going to be like
it's a Sunday.
A whole day event?
No, like 3 hours. It's like 3 hours. 2 or 3 hours, yeah.
Okay.
So it starts at general admission, I think, is $97, and then VIP $297, and then brain picker $747.
All right, I've already invested in you, so another $100 ain't gonna hurt me.
Come on, let's go, bro. Let's go.
So I'll see you over there.
Yep, most definitely. And there's other.
You didn't show up 2 days ago for the I think it was a Wednesday class or something.
Oh, we did it Thursday. We sent out an email. You never got it? I was traveling to New York, and my travels, I didn't make it in time. So we sent out an email and SMS. We had people on Wednesday. I'm not sure why you didn't get it. Double check your email for me and make sure that the emails are hidden in your inbox. If we're not, could you add my email to your favorites? Because if it went to spam or junk, just add me in your favorites and it will show up in your inbox. That could have been an issue where it went to.
I got four different emails and they all piled up. So it's like I just gotta catch them.
Okay. We do send SMS as well, so just double check that for me.
All right, I will.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so the master class, ladies and gentlemen, is in December. So it's December 8th. December 8th, that's when that master class is going to be. December 8th. So for those of you that are interested, all right, so let me do another business. Somebody said a PR firm. Okay. So when we're talking about PR, ladies and gentlemen, PR is very important. A lot of people needs PR, and a lot of people need a PR person, right? So if you're a PR firm, that means more than likely you hook talent up with platforms, whether for podcasts, radio shows, recording. So knowing your avatar is key, and this works for this this works for any business. This works for any business. So what do we need to know? Well, in order for any business to grow, we need to know who we are targeting. A message that appeals to everyone appeals to no one. I'm going to say this again. A message that appeals to everyone appeals to no one. And there might be somebody on here on this live right now that's thinking that, Daraine, I can't sell anything. Well, you can't if you believe that's the case. Guys, I have an accent. Listen to my accent. Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. I have an accent. I'm Jamaican. Do you think I'm going to let an accent and me being Jamaican stop me from making money online? No. Who wants to make some money? I'm curious to know. Who wants to make some money? Who wants to make some money? I'm curious to know. I'm curious to know who wants to make some money. Who wants to make some money? I'm just real curious to know who wants to make some money. Right? Who wants to make some money? All right. There are things, ladies and gentlemen. There's a few ways to make money. Even if you're at a job, you can still make more money. Even if you're at a job, you can still make more money. The marketplace has changed. You do not have to go to a brick and mortar anymore for education, for things that people need to consume. All right? Everyone on here can literally start learning how to sell digital products online. There are things that you know. You know the best brunch spots. You know the best after spots. You know the best recipe for a Rasta pasta. You know the best stores in your area that give 50% off. You know the best hotels to go to stay for free. You know the best times to travel. Like, guys, these are all things that you can package and resell. You can resell information, ladies and gentlemen. You can resell information in the form of digital products. There are some of you that love to vacation. Some of you, your whole life is based on travel. You're on an airplane every day of the week. Every week you're out somewhere. You're in Dubai, you're in the Caribbean, you're in the Maldives, you're somewhere, you're out. These are things that you can sell. Your knowledge, things that you already know, you can package and resell. Chances are, the reason why a lot of people don't know how to do it and they think it's impossible is because you don't know who you're going to sell to. Most people don't know who they're going to sell to. And that's one of the biggest reasons why most people don't want to sell. Guys, the people that makes the most money in the world are the greatest salesmen. So for those of you that saying, oh, I don't want to sell. All right, good luck. Keep making a little bit of money. It's okay. You can leave it to the rest of us that want to make some money. The point that I'm making is this. If you know something or you know people, ladies and gentlemen, if you know a few people, there are things that you can sell online. I wrote an ebook, right? I wrote an ebook, and this ebook is designed to teach people step by step and create a roadmap on how to sell digital products, right? How to grow and scale your business. So I'm going to give you guys a few. So, step one on the roadmap to online success. So, let's talk about step one. Step one is identifying your audience and their pain points, right? Most of you don't know how to sell because you don't know who you're selling to. Most people don't know how to sell because you don't know who you're selling to. You own a consultation company. You don't know who needs your consultation. You own a credit repair business. You don't know who you're targeting. You own a real estate shop. You don't know who you're targeting. Most people don't know who you're targeting. And because you don't know who your target is, you don't know what message to send out. Hmm. Does anyone on here have an issue making content? Does anyone on here have an issue making content? I'm going to show y'all something real quick. Does anyone on here have an issue creating content? You don't know what content to make. You have a business, but you have issues making content. Is there anyone on here that have issues making content? Who has issues making content? Is there anyone that has issues making content? Your letters turned me up in this credit game. All right, content, right? That's content. So now, looks skinny, right? So now that you've gotten turned up in this credit game, what if you started your own situation where now not only are you repairing people's credit, but you're also selling your dispute letters? That's digital products. So the point that I'm making is, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of ways that you can generate income online. I'll be talking about it all weekend into next week. But this masterclass is for the business owner. So if you're a business owner, you want to learn how to start a business, you already have a credit repair business, this masterclass is for you. I will be going over, if you're just starting out your business, what can you do to generate leads in your business? How can you generate leads in your business? If you are a business that's already established, how can you generate more business? And then now we'll talk about your lead conversion or your client conversion. We'll talk about your core product offer. How do you sell one smaller product, sell a larger product, and then we'll go into your PVO, which is your premium value offer, or your client ascension, and then we'll talk about your continuity or your monthly recurring revenue. There's a lot of parts that we need to talk about, and for the business owners, I give a lot of game to the regular consumer on how you can repair your credit. So now that you've repaired your credit, how can we take what you've just learned to the next level? How can you start your credit repair business? How can you start your consultation business? How can you grow and scale that using the information? So that's what I'll be teaching on the masterclass, ladies and gentlemen. So I will see you guys there. So for those of you on here that wants to be a part of the masterclass, comment the word class. So for those of you that's still on live Instagram that wants to join the masterclass, comment the word class. Comment the word class, ladies and gentlemen, and check your DMs. I will be sending that link to you. Comment the word class if you want to be a part of it. I'll be going over how do you grow, how do you start, how do you scale your consultation business, your credit repair business, your digital product business. Talk to me about your avatar. You want to learn your messaging. You want to talk about your elevator pitch. This is where you need to be, ladies and gentlemen. You need to be at the credit repair masterclass. It's going down. It's going down, ladies and gentlemen. You need to be at the six-figure framework. You need to be at the six figures in your business masterclass, your first six figures in your business masterclass, digital products, how anyone can sell digital products online. I'll be going ham, ladies and gentlemen, on this training. All right, let me. All right, let's see right here. Let me get this real quick. Let me drop this in here. All right, so for those of you on here, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I'll be teaching y'all in a few weeks. All right, so comment the word class if you want to learn how to grow, how to scale your digital product business. If you want to start a credit repair business, this is perfect for you. If you're just starting out, this is perfect for you because you have known bad habits. So it's going to be easier to teach you these strategies so you can implement them inside of your business. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it from me tonight. For those of you on Instagram, comment the word class, and we are going to take it from there. Comment the word class, and we'll talk about how can you use the information that you've learned in credit to start your own business. How can you use that information to grow and scale your business? How can you start a business using this information? Comment the word class. Check your DMs. The link will be in there. I will see you guys soon. Peace. I'll talk to you guys later.